So we're off.
Yep.
I'll just watch for those commands. So as we get to the driveway, we're going to go right. So there's a couple of really specific areas that we can enjoy a little bit more of the performance aspect to. So I'll give you a little tap on those. And you're good for dinner tonight?
Yep.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah. Go right here. Right? Yeah.
Right. The other left.
Yeah, the other left, yeah. So you can feel that regen kicking in already? Yeah. It's the fun part. Keeps the logical part of your brain pinned firmly against the back of your skull. So as we get around a couple of these corners, there's a specific stop sign. So that's going to be our first chance to explore the performance again.
Yeah.
And what that'll be, if we stay off to the left a little bit, because there's a bike lane on the right-hand side, we'll accelerate up moderately, and as we turn into the corner and we find that apex, I'll give you a nod for you to basically floor it all the way and just feel that handling aspect as well.
Right.
So if this car's going straight, we might just let him kind of go a little bit further. Yeah. If he's indicating, it's even better. No, okay. So yeah, we'll come to a complete stop there.
The regen you get used to in a second, don't you?
Yeah, you
It's
do.
Fantastic.
It's not a hard thing to get used to. So we'll just pause here for a little bit whilst there's no one behind us.
Yeah.
Okay, so off we go. And then hang out to the left a little bit.
Yeah, saw the bike up.
Yeah. And then as we turning in, all the way down now. Go for it.
That is unbelievable.
That was almost 150.
Serious?
Yeah. And it's just effortless, you know. Not only you're climbing a hill, but yeah.
Unbelievable.
So we're going to go right here, and as we do go right, we'll grab the left lane.
Yeah. So I'm going to turn all the music off and see if there's much noise.
Yeah.
The guy was saying something about a noise MP or something like that.
Noise MP?
I don't know what he's talking about. Maybe I misheard him.
So this section of road actually widens. So there's 3 lanes that are just about to come up. Depending on what this guy's doing, hopefully that's great. So it means as we come around this corner, the lanes are actually going to open up quite widely. So enjoy the road a little bit more, and you know, kind of start on the left and make your way over to the right and accelerate up the hill. Yeah, he's going to go there. Yeah, go for it. We've got a set of traffic lights here, but I don't know.
I don't want to get you in too much trouble, mate.
No, that's okay. It's all the crazy Californians that have turned up in race shoes that I'm concerned about.
You straight on here?
Yeah, straight on here. Yeah.
I just wanted to hear.
Yeah.
There was no noise.
It's just
How
so.
have they done it so that there's no noise?
It's in the sound deadening throughout the car. Yeah, it's so well packaged.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I suppose from my point of view, from driving a roadster every day to stepping inside this, like, they are worlds apart.
Right.
Absolutely worlds apart.
How does this compare with the Roadster in terms of its acceleration?
The Roadster's still a little quicker,
Right.
although I'd have to say, if I could be in a situation where I had that perfect circuit or perfect section of road, I reckon I could be just a little bit quicker in Model S, with a lot less need to actually drive the car. Roadster still requires a lot of drivability.
Right.
So every day you could drive this car,
Yeah.
super fast without, and grab Foothill Expressway. So a couple of things as well. Our steering is tunable. So depending on the way we want that steering to be.
Yeah. How does that mean? Like, so a small amount of movement makes a bigger amount of movement in the wheels? Okay.
So we've got a sport steering at the moment. We could pull it back to comfort. So just like turning with your fingertips, it's nice and effortless that way, especially at low speed.
Yes.
It'll deliver a really simple type of aspect.
BMW 5 Series.
Exactly,
That,
So it's electric steering, or all the way to sport or into standard. We can also adjust the regenerative braking, not that you really kind of want to. Not that you'd really kind of want to. Because on the standard mode it provides that maximum regen. And all your driving lights are commandable through here. So you basically set up all your personal settings because the only two buttons on the in the car are the glove box and the hazard light. Everything else is controlled through here.
It's great resolution.
It is. Well, the great thing about Model S is that unlike perhaps an iPhone or an iPad, we don't need to worry about conserving energy. This system could run for 8 or 10 months just sitting static. Have enough energy to power it for that long. So it means that the resolution can be far greater than any PDA or product like that.
All the other normal controls are in here.
So upper and lower remain in place. So our climate control, air conditioning remains down here. Our control functionality, and then our app bar is up the top there. And basically, it's a swiping function. So to swipe the next aspect just down. We have open source web, energy consumption, the navigation which uses Google Maps, which has its intuitive aspect just like an iPad would as well. Right here, sorry. We have a reverse camera, so you can actually have that on display. And then the functionality to actually flip it down to the bottom as well, should we want to. So we can really set that up exactly the way we want it. Connectivity with iPhone and Android interfaces, Bluetooth connectivity for your telephone as well. And the other groovy thing with Model S is with our firmware. Whenever there's a firmware upgrade, your car will receive a command for firmware downgrading. Downloading. And you can do that at any time. It might be that it comes through at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and you feel like doing that whilst you're having dinner. So you can press the download icon. It might take about 30 minutes. And that's it. You're ready with the latest firmware that we've just released around the corner.
Fantastic.
So this is the performance carbon finish on the interior. So that's our decor, and it travels all the way through the car. And the performance seats as well have Alcantara and piping on the signature as well. So Alcantara for performance, and then piping for signature dictates that.
It's very comfortable.
So this is the last little stretch of road before Deer Creek again. So if there's no one in front of us, you could have another little scoop right. Good on my side. So much torque.
It's going to burn most people off the line.
It will. And to do it in silence as well. That's the other thing. When you're next to that big, V8 Commodore or whatever, and it's all about the smoke and the tyres and everything.
It's coming out so much fun.
So we're right here. And then into that middle island.
Wanting to press the cruise control. It's fun having it.
Yeah. Just keep an eye on the guys here of the direction. So we'll hook it hard down into here. And we'll just wind down the driver's side window as well. So that's it. Round into there. And then all the way around, and we'll get picked up by a couple of the guys at the top there. They'll direct us left to right.
So, Joe, I've got quite a few other people interested in this car. You got a commission arrangement worked out for me?
Sure. I'd like to get a commission on sales of cars too. Yeah, look, more than happy to work through something like that. Great. Let's start a fleet.
There you go.
Awesome.
Beautiful.
Comments?
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Best car I've ever driven.
Cool.
Really. Fantastic.
All right.